You can see right here, here's an annual appreciation rate. Now, this is just on one zip code in Phoenix, but it gives you the idea. In the blue, we have 2021, where you could see when rates were low, there was a big demand increase and appreciation went up substantially. Then, as rates peaked out and started to go on the rise, the market peaked out in 2022, prices peaked out in 2022, and then they started to drop off, and so did the annual appreciation rate. Then in 2023, the market started much lower and continued to go lower. And then in 2024, it started out low. It started to go up a little bit as they had dropped rates, like I said, in September. Then the market started to peak out and drop back off. So one thing we saw finishing out 2024 was our inventory had spiked substantially higher. We started out the year in our MLS with around 10,000 homes for sale. We ended up with around 21,000. So how that's affecting the market is our absorption rate has dropped throughout the entire valley, meaning the number of homes sold to the number of homes that are on the market was one of the lowest we had in 14 years. Now, every neighborhood is different. Every city is different. When people look at Phoenix, they just think about the entire valley when Phoenix is just one city within the valley. We have a lot of suburbs around Phoenix where the market data is completely different. The further you go out away from Phoenix, the worse the market's going to be. You have to drive further to get into Phoenix. The resale homes are competing against new construction, and it really affects the market. Where markets like Scottsdale, where you don't have a lot of new construction, the only way you can build a new home is to tear down the old one and make infill with a new one. So in today's video, we're just going to go over the Phoenix market. Down in the comments below, give us a comment if there's something else you want us to provide in these videos. We can do that for you. If there's any other things or concerns or any questions about the market, just post them down below in the comments. Let's get into the information and see where we're headed for 2025. So the first thing that we're going to post here is the Cromford Market Index, and the Cromford report puts out the most accurate data about the Phoenix market or our market in general because they get their data directly from our MLS. If you look at Zillow, Redfin, or some of the big websites, their data is normally not quite accurate because they go off the county tax information. So the one thing that you can see in the market right here is supply and demand. We're still down on demand and we're still down on supply in Phoenix. But if you go out into the suburbs, which when people talk about Phoenix, the greater Phoenix area, they're considering some of these suburbs where the market is a little bit different. Just to give you an idea, let's go out to Queen Creek. You can see right here, we're in a big buyer's market. We go back to Phoenix, we're pretty much just above a balanced market where buyers and sellers are going to come together. Sellers still have a little bit of an advantage. Go over to Sun City real quick. You can see again, buyers are in full control in Sun City. So next thing we want to look at affects the market more than anything is the 30-year fixed mortgage. This is a one-year chart. You can see we bottomed out in September, and now we're back up over 7%. If you can get into a 15-year fixed mortgage, you're going to be just under 7%, around 6.8% right now. And again, these are just averages. You can see on the Cromford Demand Index in Phoenix, demand had dropped down. So as interest rates dropped, people were buying homes. As soon as rates peaked out, demand dropped way down. And once people got settled in with the new rates, demand went back up. Then it dropped back down. Now, some of this is a little bit seasonal. Phoenix is not as seasonal as Scottsdale and some of the more expensive areas where there's a lot more winter visitors, or like say Sun City, where you're going to have a lot of winter visitors. But then the demand started to go back up, and then it started to drop back off. So next, we'll take a look at supply. You can see what I was talking about earlier, where we're just on the rise with supply. The more homes are on the market, the more competitive it is for sellers, and then buyers have more options. And buyers are in control of the market in a lot of situations. This drops off at the end of the year, and that's just normal seasonal. People take their homes off the market for the holidays. So according to Redfin, the Phoenix housing market is somewhat competitive. Homes in Phoenix receive 1 to 2 offers on average and sell in around 56 days. The median sale price of a home was $450,000, up 2.3% since last year. The median sales price per square foot was $281, up 1%. What we're thinking is going to happen for 2025 is a little bit of a sideways market. As the Fed raises and lowers the Fed funds rate, it's going to affect mortgage-backed securities, and mortgage-backed securities are going to affect the demand for the mortgages. You can see right here, here's an annual appreciation rate. Now, this is just on one zip code in Phoenix, but it gives you the idea. In the blue, we have 2021, where you could see when rates were low, there was a big demand increase and appreciation went up substantially. Then, as rates peaked out and started to go on the rise, the market peaked out in 2022, prices peaked out in 2022, and then they started to drop off, and so did the annual appreciation rate. Then in 2023, the market started much lower and continued to go lower. And then in 2024, it started out low. It started to go up a little bit as they had dropped rates, like I said, in September. Then the market started to peak out and drop back off. The active listings in Phoenix right now on the MLS are 2,229, and we have 899 pending. So over the last roughly 30 days, we've had about 900 homes go on the under contract relative to 2,000 homes on the market. That's a pretty good absorption rate for Phoenix specifically. And then in the last 30 days, we had 800 homes close. So what this data tells us, at around 2,200 homes for sale, we have around 800 to 900 homes going under contract and 800 homes closing. So thanks for watching our video today. Take a look at some of our other videos. Our next video will be right up over here. Subscribe to the channel if you want to get these videos every month, and don't forget to take a look at our website, which is www.soldbysmitty.com. If you need us to do something special for you, just let us know. You can reach out in a phone call or an email.